All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah, it'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go in the Rakah Kwadash. All right, and it's going to be real quick. I saw this article on RT. It popped up in my news feed. And you know, off the rip, it caught my attention. All right. It's dated December 30th, 2021, the year of hastening the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who's a so-called black man, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who's coming back to redeem and save his people. You tribes, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, North Americans, Seminole Indians, and the Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that are scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, but whose lineage, whose seed goes back to one of the 12 patriarchs. You know, because the man carries the seed. You are who your father is, no matter what you look like. You are what we would consider an Israelite foreigner. Okay, you may look like some of the heathen nations, but you are Israelite if your seed goes back to one of the 12 patriarchs. All right, and you are who the Lord is coming back to save and redeem. Okay, from the wicked Esau, Edom, and these other nations that are in cahoots with him. All right. Anyway, like I said, this article caught my eye. Man armed with AR-15 arrested on way to rid White House of evil demons. You know, and one of my favorite scriptures came to mind. Job 18:11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. You know, and we know whether this is real or not. You know, false flag attack, whatever you want to call it. These things are really going to happen, and they're really going to intensify. You know, because this kingdom is divided. This is a sign that this place is coming to an end. You know, the more and more of these unrighteous decrees that are being passed, more draconian legislations, the more Esau Edom puts the squeeze, you know, on the people. They're gonna bug out, man. Okay, the kingdom is divided, you know, and like I said, it's gonna drive him ultimately to his feet. You know, that's why he has the National Guard and so on and so forth on standby. You know, because they order out of chaos, problem, reaction, solution. We know they're bringing in the chaos so they can sweep in as the knight in shining armor, you know, with the solution, which is going to be that charagma. All roads are leading to the charagma. All right, but like I said, real quick, this scripture came to mind, and you know, we are not gonna take part in that, man. You know, this sedition that's about to take place, this anarchy, civil unrest, race wars, class wars, the men of the Lord and the hopeful elect. We're not going to take that. No, we fight through the words, through spiritually. You know, we don't carnally fight. We fight through doing these videos, going out on the highways and the byways, bringing out this sound doctrine, this word, bidding people to the marriage. You know, bringing our people into remembrance. You know, this is how we fight. You know, this thing of ours, pushing this truth, this word, this gospel, this good news to the four winds. You know, then the end is gonna come. So, like I said, the 2/3 and these other nations are gonna take part in this anarchy that's about to take place. You know, when the famine hits, you know, it's gonna get nasty, man. The purge 2.0, you know, it's gonna be in full effect. Anyway, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Straight to the point. The main point is in 4. I'm gonna start at 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, because it's a constant battle. It's a constant struggle. The spirit is willing, but indeed is willing, but the flesh is not. It's a constant battle, right? But at the end of the day, we try to stay in the spirit to the best of our ability. You know, doing the things pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, bringing our bodies into subjection. You know, it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. That's the main point. For though we walk in the flesh, We do not war after the flesh, for the weapons of our warfare, and we are at war. This is a spiritual war against the spiritual demon Satan and his physical counterpart on the earth, Esau, Edom. All right, the wicked, the so-called white man, and his snares, his traps, his system, his image, and his mark ultimately. We're warned against it. His lies, his doctrine, his Babylon juice, his ways, which are all contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're fighting, like I said, by being obedient, rehearsing the righteous acts, and putting on as the elect and bringing out this word, this gospel. This is how we fight. For the weapons of our warfare, the hopeful elect, of Yasharallah, Israel, no other nation, are not carnal but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. And like I said, that's this man's system, you know, and ultimately we're gonna get the victory over his mark, Lord's will, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh. That's ultimately Esau, Edom. The pride of his heart have deceived him. He think he is the Most High. Ultimately, so much so that he's going to fight against the Most High and his angels, but he's going to lose. The pride of his heart have deceived him, because the Lord is going to cast him down, to the pit, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself and knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity. That's what they got to look forward to, the wicked elite, every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach, you see? But that's the point, and we do this through spiritually, through bringing out this word, But these heathens, these 2/3, they're gonna get carnal, man. They're gonna get carnal. A quick one, another quick one to show you we fight spiritually through this word. Okay, Hebrews 4:12. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh, because it's not our words, we're just the messengers, the mouthpiece. The spiritual weathermen, as the elders say. All right. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and to the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You see, so all we got to do is bring out this word, and it's going to do the rest, because the word of the Lord doesn't go out void. It shall accomplish that which he pleaseth, all right? So all we got to do is bring out this word, and as you can see, this man's kingdom is falling like lightning, okay? You see? Hence, like I said, man armed December 30th, 2021, off of RT, right? It says, man armed with AR-15 arrested on way to rid White House of evil demons, all right? So again, one of my favorites, Job, let me start at 8. Job 18:11, the main, Job 18:8, the main point is in 11. For he is cast into a net by his own feet. Who is the he? Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has him in a trick bag. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? When this devil is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to make him vomit it up, man. Okay? You see? For he is cast, he's in a trick bag. This man's end is nigh, man. Okay? Our redemption is nigh. And he's about to get double of the cup that he gave to us. He's about to get double. For he is cast into a net by his crafty counsel. This crafty enterprise that he's about to do, that he thinks he's about to put upon the world, that's his downfall. That's his undoing. You see? For and he knows that. That's why he's about to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You see? Job 18:8. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and walketh upon a snare. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. That's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? The snare is a trap, okay? The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. You see? Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. You see? His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. You see, because the pride of his heart, his terribleness, it have deceived him. You see, his confidence, you see, in 1 hour, it's going to take 1 hour to do that, man. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the King of terrors, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You see? Al Shaddai, the terrible demon-like power, and he's who is it that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? He's not about to beat you as a man. He's about to take vengeance. You see, so the trap is set, man. You see, we're beautiful times we're living in, and these things are going to intensify. Expect this to happen more and more. You see, people bugging the hell out and losing it as these unrighteous decrees, more unrighteous decrees are passed. You know, Esau tightens the noose more and more. You know, these Edomites going to bug out. These 2/3 are going to bug out, you see? But we're not going to trust in our bow, okay? Because the weapons of our warfare are spiritual. We're going to continue to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and bring out his word. And, you know, until we can't bring out the word no more, okay? You see? Be thou faithful unto death, and we're going to get a crown of life, you see? So let me close out with the article. It says, man armed with AR-15 arrested on way to rid White House of evil demons. And we're doing that spiritually through bringing out this word, man. This Babylon the Great is going to fall, man. It's falling now like lightning, okay? You see all of the lies, because this place was built upon lies. And by bringing out the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's word and this truth, it is just knocking down all strongholds, as it said in Corinthians. You see? Again, 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty, spiritual, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. You see, it's pulling down Esau. It's pulling down Esau Edom's lies, man. This wicked ass kingdom. You see. This is police say they arrested a heavily armed man who claimed he was on a mission to exterminate, right, President Biden, okay? You see? And an armed man from California was arrested after telling police officers he was going to excommunicate U.S. President Joe Biden and other high-profile individuals, among them White House, you-know-what advisor Anthony Fauci. Who is this? How you say that? Coucha Brillian Zhang was nabbed. See, this could be, like I said, a false flag, but these things are really going to happen, man. Start to, you know, whether it's true or not, you know, it's still the prophecies, man. You know, whether Esau Edom is orchestrating it or not, it's going to cause him to tighten shit, lock shit down, man. You know, you see, it's all so that he can start demonizing people, you know. It's we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. It says Kocha Brillian Zhang was nabbed in Cass County, Iowa on December 21st after sheriffs discovered an AR-15 rifle, ammunition, and body armor in his vehicle when he was pulled over on the interstate highway for dangerous driving. According to Secret Service agent Justin Larson, Zhang had been traveling for several days from California with the intention of driving straight to the White House to excommunicate persons in power. It says a Google Maps route to the White House was discovered on his phone. It says the 25-year-old had complained to the authorities about the purported abuse of children under Biden and claimed he had been called by God to combat. See, ultimately, you know who he really wants to demonize. That's why we got to remember to stay spiritual, man, because you got agent provocateurs, you got infiltrators, man, that are trying to shed a bad light on the men of the Lord, you know. But we know that we got to remain spiritual and walk circumspect, you know. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, you know. Remember, agree with your adversary quickly, you know. If possible, be at peace with all men, because you got agent provocateurs. You had that Grandmaster Jay, and you know these different type of people. They try to link us with the Al Qaeda and shit. So you got to be mindful in these days, man, because ultimately we know this devil wants to demonize the men of the Lord. We're not ignorant, man. You see, this could be false flag, man. Who knows? But anyway, the 25-year-old had complained to the authorities about the purported abuse of children under Biden and complained he had been called by God to combat evil demons. So we got to start watching our speech even more. You see, you can't trust this devil. You see? Salaki, I even said it. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. He gonna do it anyway. He gonna demonize the men of the Lord anyway. But that's kind of suspect, man. That's this is highly suspicious. Highly suspicious. The 12-year-old had complained to the authorities about 25-year-old had complained to the authorities about the purported abuse of children under Biden and claimed he had been called by God to combat evil demons in the White House. He also revealed he had intended to gain entry to the White House using a grappling hook. The hell? It says his extermination list, which he had compiled using TikTok, allegedly included Biden, former presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, and White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci, who has been one of the most prominent faces of the U.S. you-know-what response. The California man who had recently been fired from his job, you see? It could be real, could be fake, it could be a falsehood. We don't know, but it's gonna happen for real. These people, as the grinding gets low, again, the layoffs, the lockdowns, people gonna lose it, man. It says the California man who had recently been fired from his job as a grocery store worker said he would immediately resume traveling to the White House if released from custody, and would do whatever it takes to conclude his mission. Wow, this sounds suspicious. It says sheriff's record show that Zhang is currently being held in Potawatomi County Jail. That's the point. But hey, at the end of the day, whether they're trying to whatever Esau Edom is trying to do, hey, at the end of the day, it's still prophecy, man. And then he's still ultimately it's whatever he's doing, man. I'll read it again. Job 18:8. For he is cast into a net by his own feet. Whatever the hell he's doing, he's trying to ultimately link this to the men of the Lord and demonize us and all that. Whatever he's doing, it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work, man. As the elder apostles, the hearts like to bring out, the gates of hell shall not prevail, man. You see. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. Yeah, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a short moment, man. The accuser of that brethren, Esau, the wit man, you got a short time, man. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. And that's Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. You see, he's not going to leave any grapes, man. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Because ultimately, like I said, this going to be it's going to be anarchy out there in the streets, man. And we know ultimately Esau Edom wants it. Problem, reaction, solution. Anyway, I don't want to write this out. That made sense and it came together. Hey, like I always say, hey, keep pushing. We're close. Hey, the doors of mercy are drastically closing. All hell is about to break loose. Our redemption is nigh. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babor.